Turtle Rock Studios, known for their groundbreaking work on Left 4 Dead and its recent successor Back 4 Blood, played a significant role in shaping the cooperative squad-based genre. The influence of these acclaimed zombie-slaying games can also be seen in the debut project of 10 Chamber Collective, a small team comprised of former Payday developers. GTFO, their first release, can be described as a fusion of Payday and Left 4 Dead, offering players a thrilling and challenging experience with its unique blend of tactical action and pervasive sense of unease. After 2 years in early access, GTFO has now reached a broader audience, allowing more FPS enthusiasts to enjoy its electrifying gameplay. But how does the full version of the game fare? Despite some repetitive elements, GTFO manages to stand out from its predecessors while remaining accessible to those seeking an adrenaline-pumping adventure. The crew of 4 players is being held captive by an entity known as the Warden. They are forced to enter an underground facility called the Complex in order to retrieve various items that hold the key to uncovering the truth about a deadly virus that is spreading across the Earth. One notable aspect of GTFO is its intense and oppressive atmosphere. The latest series of expeditions, Rundown 6.0, is particularly overwhelming, with each mission starting off with a nerve-wracking descent and the complex itself being a confusing maze of labs and excavation sites. Every element of GTFO's gameplay is filled with suspense and high stakes. The initial expeditions, categorized from A to D in terms of difficulty, provide limited guidance on how to find the objective, reach the designated area, and pass through a door scan without triggering an alarm. However, as I delve further into the complex, these tutorials become almost non-existent. In the depths of darkness reside grotesque humanoids who are highly sensitive to light and sound. Any sudden movements or accidental flashlight clicks can result in disastrous consequences. I find value in these strict limitations as they enhance the satisfaction derived from effective communication and experimentation with equipment, particularly when extraction becomes increasingly challenging at higher rundown levels. In GTFO, it is crucial to spend a significant amount of time preparing for upcoming expeditions. Balancing your loadout is essential, and luckily each prisoner can bring 2 firearms, a melee weapon, a heavy-duty tool, and boosters called double-edged buffs. The game rewards stealthy approaches and careful planning, so I usually bring a knife to silently take down unaware sleepers and use my bio-tracker tool to keep track of enemy positions. I also carry blunt weapons and cool gadgets like foam launchers to slow down rampaging targets or glue doors shut, as well as auto-sentries with tungsten rounds to deal with pesky flankers. The boosters provide various effects such as increased damage and specified resistances, making each prisoner feel like a formidable one-person army. Conquering creatures through coordinated close combat strikes in order to establish strong defensive positions for effortlessly defeating approaching enemies is always a challenging task. However, when every player remains focused and efficiently utilizes their equipment, the squads in GTFO suddenly transform into seamlessly functioning units. GTFO's team-centric exploration mechanics provide ample opportunities for launching expeditions with friends to experience the thrilling chaos. Sharing medical packs and munitions scattered across the map with less fortunate companions ensures a balanced distribution of resources, benefiting both frontline shotgunners and ammo-deprived snipers. The strategic use of tools becomes even more rewarding when combined effectively. By deploying mines on foam gateways, entire armies can be wiped out, allowing the team to conserve resources for more formidable foes. The exhilaration of collectively facing swarms in once-empty rooms, followed by a collective sigh of relief when emerging unscathed, are cherished moments in GTFO. I wish there were more activities to engage in. It becomes tiresome to constantly search through dark locations for artifacts or complete dull objectives. The variety of enemy types initially keeps the gameplay exciting, but once you memorize important locations, the thrill diminishes. There are some interesting puzzles involving command consoles that allow players to search for key items, but experienced players often disregard them, rendering them useless. Additionally, playing with trolls or quitters during matchmaking can make long expeditions frustrating. However, Rundown 6.0 introduces competent bots and helpful checkpoints to address these issues. Nevertheless, it is disheartening to see trigger-happy strangers intentionally sabotaging missions and making success difficult without a dedicated group. GTFO may become monotonous the more time I invest in it, but 10 Chamber Collective consistently releases updates that function like seasons, ensuring new levels and objectives to complete in the upcoming months. The variety of firearms, including assault rifles, SMGs, pistols, and shotguns, may feel similar in terms of gunplay, but planning stealth runs with others is highly satisfying. Engagements are intensified by the terrifying screeches of enemies and the challenging and intricate environments that limit sightlines and keep players on their toes. GTFO is not recommended for those who are easily frightened. However, the constant fear of death encourages players to constantly rethink strategies and improvise, creating a metagame that is unfortunately lacking in most cooperative shooters nowadays. If you're seeking an FPS game that challenges your critical thinking and mechanical skills, GTFO might just be the hidden gem you've been yearning for.